What's up, Improvement Warrior? Jason Yun, back with you again. Welcome back. This video is the variation of a transverse twist. Now, what this is, if you watched the last video on standing properly and shifting our weight side to side, forward, backwards, okay, then this is what you want to apply that to, but it's going to be through a greater range of motion, and plus we're adding that rotation through the thoracic spine. So we're standing here. My angle is directly in line with the knot on the wall. Okay, so that is important. And equal weight here. My legs are probably now shoulder width apart, or you can go a little wider. I'm standing here, band, tension, not taut at all. Okay, so you don't want any tension, so you don't want it pulling you back if you were to let it go from here. It would just fall down flat to the floor. Okay, but basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift my weight, so whole body is coming forward over to this side. So most of the weight is on my right foot, right leg now. Okay, and then I'm going to be coming across, and I'm driving, the weight's coming more off the right foot, more to center. Then I'm starting the twist here, and then a lot of the weight is coming onto the left leg. As I'm doing this, I'm twisting my left foot out, and as I'm pushing the bar across me, I'm pivoting my right foot as well. Okay? And then I'm here, this is the farthest I can go, and then I just come back, twist the foots back, and then the weight is mostly back here, and I'm ready for the second rep. Okay? So it's a lot harder to go slower on this, okay, but that is how you want to do it, because you want to feel the weight shifting, and you want to feel the weight through your core. Okay? Remember, you're standing in a proper posture. My hand is down here for the push. Okay? Closer I am to the actual band insertion, easier it'll be because I'll have more leverage on it. Further I get away, then the harder that's going to be. Okay? So we'll do a couple reps here, going a little faster, shifting the feet, and across. Okay? Now I can drive this right foot towards, okay? That would actually be better. It involves more movement. Okay? Because remember, when we're exercising, we want that movement. We just don't want to be stuck in the sagittal plane, because that's not how life occurs. That's not how we walk. That's not how we run. That's not how we do any athletic activity. Okay? So I'm here, coming across, twisting, pivoting, turning the feet, turning the body, twisting the core as far as you possibly can. Okay? And as you get better at this, you'll be able to go faster. Okay? And then you'll be able to move out further and add more tension to the bands. Or you'll be able to move up in band tension. Now I have two bands attached to each other. That's always what I recommend. Because one band is not going to really give you more. If you're just doing one band, then it'll be a lot harder. Because the bands are not as stretched when you only have one. Okay? But you can do one as you get better and as you get stronger through this motion. That's basically the transverse twist. Remember that. The cues. Okay? Proper posture with the shoulders. No rounded shoulders. Okay? Abs turn on. And as you're twisting, obviously, you're going to add more muscles and bring more muscles and bring more fascia and everything into play. I'll show you from the backside. Okay? So I'm here, going slowly, putting the weight onto my left leg now. Okay? Coming across, weight's coming more back to center, whole body is back to center. I'm twisting my right foot out. Weight's coming over to the right side now, and then I'm twisting across, band tension through the thoracic, through the spine, or not through the spine, through the ribs, obliques, all that stuff, and then I'm out in the furthest position. Now you can hold the furthest position for isometric holds. You can hold anywhere along this. Okay, so if something's really hard for you, try and stay there a little bit longer. Flex back and forth, floss back and forth. Okay, so you're getting that tension, so you're building that up. So then, when you are moving a little quicker, you can cross it and strengthen that area much, much better. Okay. Okay. Now, you also don't need to put the weight here and lean forward. You can just start from center, where the weight is equally distributed, and then just shift the weight, twist over to that one side. And as you get better at this, then you can do different hand positions. Push here, push here. You can go down. You should attach it up, and you should attach it down, so then you're bringing it more up when it's attached to the down section, and then you're bringing it more down. You should train all three, but obviously get the middle portion, get that down pat until you move on to those upper and lower attachments. Now, how you should do this throughout the day. So when I typically am talking to my clients, leptin resistance means no heavy, intense exercise. But this type of movement, where you are moving, because I want blood flow going to the spine, because the spine, the brain, cerebral spinal fluid, all the electrons in there, everything needs to connect and everything needs to breathe. Okay? So if we're not moving, our body isn't breathing. It's not doing what it was meant to do. So we're not meant to sit in an office for 8 hours a day and then go home for 4 to 6 hours a day and sit on the sofa doing absolutely nothing. So the body was meant to move. Okay? Preferably do this outside in the sun if you can, with naked eyes and as little clothing as possible. The bands, I always recommend getting them from Dave Schmitz, the Bandman, improvementwarriorfitness.com/RBT, and you can get that there. Now I'll show you the setup over here that I do have, which if you are going to build a home gym, I highly recommend doing. I just have it connected there to the handicapped railing. So I've got 2 vertical bars, 1 horizontal bar, and then at the bottom 1 vertical bar, and then behind that med ball is another horizontal bar at the bottom. Okay, and then obviously my suspension trainer is hooked up to there, and that's where I attach all the band work that I do there. Now, if you do not have this, I mean, it's very easy to install, but what you can do is you can pick up a band utility strap. Dave sells them. So all you do is you just take this section, you can put it into the door, top of the door, obviously close to where the hinges are, not closer to where the door opens. You can put them up, middle, wherever you want, and then just attach the band to this section here. I've even attached this to my car, and works great there. Had a rest area workout. Yeah, all that good stuff. So, and then this is attached right here. If you can come up with a better idea, go for it. Okay, but this is not even glued. I just put it on and then slammed it into the ground, and it has stayed pretty much. And I've worked up to the Monster mini bands. Okay, so recommend starting with the micro band, and then there's a super micro band, and then there's the mini band, and then there's the Monster mini band. Obviously start with the lowest tension if you've never done this before, and especially if you've always just been doing sagittal plane work. Okay, bench press, squats, deadlifts, that stuff where your feet are just basically planted. Okay, so that's it. Let me know what you thought of the video. If you have any questions, put them down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Till then, have a great day. Stay strong, stay positive, be the improvement warrior.